Oh, welcome in, Basil. How are you doing? Good to see your name pop up, and welcome in, Pop. As always, a dramatic entrance. I think there's a card in Slay the Spire called Dramatic Entrance, made just for you. Good to hear that you're doing better, Basil. That's what we want. A bit of positivity, so thank you for that. Sounds like, barbecue sauce conversation can move on. We're going to get straight into it. Okay, so this is day 21 of our Slay the Spire challenge. I've never beaten the game on its hardest level, Ascension 20. So I want to do that and kill the heart. And I'm going to do that once a day before Slay the Spire 2 comes out and hopefully beat it. I'm not going to play Slay the Spire 2 before I beat this game. That is the commitment now. We're 21 days in, so I'm making that commitment. But more importantly, this is the first one that's going up to YouTube officially. I've got like some thumbnails made up that will allow me to just blast these out once a day quick. For them to be like rewatched or whatever. And so we're going to get into it with the character that's taken us to, I think, the definitely the furthest Act 3 second boss. But we've done the best with the defect, so we're going to start with a defect. So we've got the G Fuel, we've got the coffee on one side, we're ready to go. We could run off for a mid-Spire run protein bar should we need the refueling. But without further ado, we will get into it. And we'll get in with Mr. Defect. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what Niao wants to offer us. Remove a card from the deck. Just a strike is going. Thin the deck out. Dual cast is our way to do damage. Obtain 100 gold. No early shops. So that gold can't be utilised until at least after an elite, which is fairly savage. A rare colourless card for 7 max HP always lights up my eyes, and then lose the starting relic. That has done well for us, but let's go for the colourless card, I say. We do need to be locked in today, Pop. We need to be locked in. Right, rare colourless card here. Ooh. Put 3 random attacks from your draw pile in your hand. Currently that would just be 3 strikes. Could be good for Gremlin Ob, though. It's a skill, but at least it lets me get 3 attacks out of it. Secret Technique, get a skill from your draw pile into your hand. That could be quite cool once it's upgraded. We do play skills naturally a little bit more. So let's get into it with a Zap Dual Cast then. I think it will be Secret Technique. Doesn't massively upgrade the deck right now, but once that gets upgraded, it's continually used. If we get another card, it just allows us to thin the deck out quicker and quicker. You can get this game on the iPad. I actually started playing it originally on the iPad and then found out it was on the Game Pass. Because yeah, it's a really chill game. So if you've got an iPad and you like chilling on your iPad in bed, I'd recommend this. But it would be fun to get some people involved into it, just because there's a lot of thinking that goes into it. I find and the early Ascension levels. If you've got like I shot up from Ascension level 1 to 10 pretty quickly. But from then 10 to 20 was a slog. From 10 to 15 was okay. 15 to 20 was hard. Looking at the elites, there's only one way to get a heal or a upgrade in before an elite, and that is that one up there, which does go elite. And then you can decide if it goes in, if you go to the one on the left, you're going for the the shop afterwards, which could be quite nice. Upgrade whatever you get. Do quite like that route actually. So let's go. How many events do we want? I see. Let's go. Let's start here. Secret technique comes in at a perfect time because it allows us to get dual cast. Do as much block and damage as possible, knowing we're getting zap next turn. Or should do. Do a little bit of damage. Block a little bit of damage, but get the lightning orb down, because that's our main source of damage right now. But welcome in to chat to anyone. How's everyone's day been? Let's just defend our way through this, I think. Was I ever an energy drink person? Right, okay, yes. I was when I was at university. Huge. I just went hard on Monster. Monster got me through. Original Monster, black can, green logo, big, like 600ml, whatever it is, one of them. Like, to do like a study session in the library. Yeah. We'll take Snecker Oil. I don't really like Snecker Oil. Or Claw as your first option? No. It's going to be Compile Driver, just because Compile Driver is a damage card. And it could become a draw card at some point. Take an event and make a decision from there. Oh, that's the Gremlin. 12 cards. Okay, fine. There is 2 curses in here. Reinforced Body. Oh, there's Regret. Meteor Strike. There's the other Regret. Fine. Zap. Turbo. Oh, you don't want one of them. Oh, we'll take that. I'll actually take the Reinforced Body. Quite like Reinforced Body. It's more defend when played for 1 cost than a defend. And it can also scale quite well when needed with other plays. But let's get the damage in on the cultist. Celsius has you in an absolute chokehold. What currently? What is Celsius? Is that like a brand? You're a different brand? That and Ghost. I think I've seen Ghost, but never considered it, to be frank. Do we zap here? Or defend? I think we zap knowing that we've got some defense coming if we need it next turn. There goes our dual cast. Nice. And we can actually kill. Take some gold, thank you. And you got an option of Hello World. It can actually be quite handy to get Hello World in the early stage. But go for the eyes is not a bad option, which I'll take. Free cost attack. Applies weakness if they are attacking. So it is situational to get that one. See, we could secret technique here for extra block. At least a little bit more. Tell me the flavors then, Pop. What is Celsius? What flavors do you just have one flavor, or do you just don't care? You just as long as it's that drink, you'll drink it. The slime does 1 damage, but we'll get through this quite nicely. And hopefully get ourselves a decent little card reward. Ooh, Reinforced Body there. But I'm looking at Sunder, obviously. Big, chunky damage card, but I get energy back if I can kill with it. Great in these early at these early levels on the Spire. Here we go. Perfect opportunity. It doesn't come. Not a problem. We are getting hit here. There's an argument to say you Snecker Oil for it to not take this. If I dual cast. Okay, fine. I think I could justify. I don't really like the Snecker Oil. potion, because it kind of permanently keeps them at that cost. Reinforced body stays. This strike becomes free, so kill. Zap became free, thank you. Defend became free. Strike became free, another one. Somehow didn't pull Sunder, not a problem. Nice. Lightning hits the back one. You're a big orange fan. Yeah. To be fair, I did get off the normal like monster and onto the white one, which was alright, but now I'm just off energy drinks in general, to be honest. They're just a bit too heart poundy for a man, you know, is still in the prime of his peak physical performance, obviously, but aware that things start to like creak and age a little bit. Do we take this doom and gloom? Challenge in the Dark is very nice. We can get that maybe boiling up to some big numbers. So do we smith it? Going into it would be good for. Then again, that would also be really good for the sentries. Or doom and gloom. 14 all round. Well, it depends what book you read, Pop, to be honest. What about you said physical, but like also like I think the mind is part of the physical. In a way, the mind controls the physical. So I feel, do we doom and gloom? The Lagavuln's probably one of the worst ones. So there's an argument to just get the doom and gloom as soon as you can. But is it this hand or not? What benefit do we have? We want to play doom and gloom to wake it up, just so that we can hopefully get the Dark Orb doing as much as we can. Here we go. It's annoying that it will wake it up, but so be it. Reinforced Body is a great card in this fight because I can defend 21 with the Reinforced Body. Oh, bad time for Sunder. But I've got no defense coming anyway, so this would do. This would do 16 now. Yes. Yes. Zap for another one as we may need it. Zap will probably do a bit more damage for us over time. He hits for 20. But at least that Dark Orb is at the front. We'd love to defend as much as we can here. So, Compile Driver. Defend. Defend. Sunder for just 32 damage sounds good when he's not doing anything. And now we're just waiting for our dual cast to come around, and we've got, well, next turn. There we go. And we've got him dead to rights. See you later, Lagger. In a bit. No, not everyone gets wiser with age. Jesus. I completely agree. I know some dumb old heads. We all do. But that's the way it goes. Drafting's going well. Finished the project I mentioned a couple of times. Ooh, Glacier. Love Glacier. Way to get Frost Orbs out. We can't really. We could make use of auto shields right now. Glacier is fantastic, in my opinion. I think Glacier. It's such a good card. You might never see it again. I was hoping to bait it into existence here. Orange Pellets is huge for the defect. It just means that any bias cognition is like an automatic take. So I'm looking at Orange Pellets. I did play it that last time. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take a gamble on it. It's a shop-only relic, so it just feels correct. We can't remove a card, not a problem. We will deal with that in time. Big chest. Some good rewards. Gold-plated cables. Your rightmost orb triggers its passive an additional time. Yes, please. That means you can send up a frost orb and it's just going to do some blocking. Very nice. I think we rest. It would be wise to rest here. And we have thread the needle for guaranteed block. Another reason not to take auto shields earlier. Just double checking that one didn't. Now it is, I think, either way it's like 2 fights. 2 fights to the end. This one's got, has this one got one more step? No. So how is it 2 fights, 3 fights, 2 or 3 fights do we want? I say let's do the 2 first. See how we get on. Interesting to say, I wish we could draw you. They're attacking for a fair bit. I'm willing to Glacier. And just get the dual cast down. There we go. Slime comes in and slimes. Robber comes in and robs. Would you believe? Delete one from existence. Compile driver. Go for the eyes. Big block. Very good. Very good. Yeah. Finished off the project that I was discussing. Well, finished off this stage of the project I was discussing the other day, which was the technical stage. Technical drawings. And then now we'll sit with the client and go through what sort of finishes they want in all of the rooms. What sort, we'll start doing the bespoke drawings for the windows and the doors to ensure that they're all the correct size. In some rooms they're going to be taller doors, some rooms are going to be, you know, wider, bifolding, yada yada yada. How do we do as much damage as possible here? It is compile driver, zap, and then dual cast. Sounds weird, but to get the lightning orb around. But the roof of this old house in Wimbledon was crazy, so it took quite a while to work through the new, with the structural engineer, the new structure that we would build to support just basically rebuilding this, what would probably be, let's be realistic, at least a 70-year-old, if not more, roof. Like, that they were quite complex in the end. We get another potion, pretty nice, and ooh, beam cell. We currently do physical damage, sunder. I mean, an upgraded sunder with beam cell does a lot of damage. Yes. We go for a fight again. Dual cast, get the damage down. We need to block for 16, so we can may as well aim for 1. 5 and 4 isn't enough. 7 and 4 is enough. Bingo. Look at that. Well, it depends where you're buying it from, but yeah, like shit products, mate. Happens. We're gonna have to secret technique. Oh, we can't. Can't. It's not just a generic draw, Lord. Okay. It will be strike glacier, because we can just absolutely bully our way through these fights currently with gold-plated cables there, and then we can delete that from existence. 12 gold and ooh, a cool-headed draw. Yes. Take an event. It's a fight. Would love to see Doom and Gloom turn up. Nope. What about this? That'll do. Pig. Morning. Morning, Captain. Welcome in. You join us on floor 13, Act 1, The Defect, day 21 of our challenge. Or one of these guys dies. It is afternoon here. Smack bang in the middle of the afternoon. Let's eat the one that is going to do the most damage and has the most life. Secret technique for... We'll see. Delete this one. Delete a little bit of you. How are you, Captain? How is it out there on the seven seas? Do we actually want to? Do we actually just want to take something out of our hand for next turn? Why not just do that? Because it still means we get a load of block. Yeah. Glad to hear it, my man. Glad to hear it. You came in at a good time where Pop was just obviously getting upset over silly things. So good time to come in and, you know, end that. You had a one-on-one meeting with the boss, leveled with him. Yeah, good. Good. Glad to hear it. Really glad to hear that. Do you have a good relationship with your boss? Pre-existing this conversation? Skill potion here. Over and upgrade all of my hand. I don't know. No. Okay, interesting for damage. We're okay for damage, I think. Doom and Gloom gets us a Dark Orb. Sunder, I wouldn't mind more draw. Sweep and Beam is a draw 1. Her. Okay, you have a good relationship with her? So, what is it? Was it a good chat? Did it go well for both of you? Sweep and Beam. Sweep and Beam is an attack. Skills. We need some powers. We need to start making use of those pellets. That's good. That's good. Face-to-face chats are always a little bit better. Well, yeah. But like one-to-one certainly makes sense to me. I think this is a skip, to be honest. I don't like any of these cards. They look icky. You know? Just not cards you want to add to your deck. They don't have that right feel. Sometimes when you pick up a new card, you can feel if it's a card you wanna. I wanna draw that. You know, I wanna be sat at the table playing, and I wanna draw that. And just Well, I'm glad to hear it went well, mate. I really am. Gain a little bit more block, and this is fantastic. Glacier coupled with our thread and needle and gold-plated cables makes for a fantastic combination currently for us. Should have got the vulnerability down first, fool. But not a problem because we do bully our way through that. I mean, that was 12 block from not playing a card. Well, that's all. You know, that happens. You know, and that's what like a good relationship with your boss allows you to be able to do, is to say like, listen, like, yeah, it was too much, and I'm also allowed to say that, especially if there's Getting rid of the Blessing and the Forge, especially if there's a, you know, a legitimate reason. Or you're picking up for someone. I mean, just taking that Potion of Capacity makes sense to take this Barrage. Do we take Cold Snap here for a bit of extra frost? Or do we take the Barrage for extra damage? It makes sense to me. I want to keep moving around my Frost Orbs currently. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, being that guy that still does his work whilst also being semi-unhappy with it. Admirable. Let's smith before we go into this boss. And what are we looking at? Are we looking at more draw? Are we looking at regular use on that secret technique? It could be time. Let's do it. Means it can always be there to go and grab me a card. Yeah, fair enough. That honesty is also needed. I think it's brilliant when you can say that to your boss. Like, listen, it's just not working. Because you'd have no problem saying that in a relationship. Realistically, you know, after sustained periods of unhappiness with a relationship, you would have no problem turning around and saying, listen, this isn't going to work for me. I'm going to have to go and find a new relationship if this is what it's going to be for me. I'm not doing it, you know, and that's perfectly okay. So what do you mean we're lucky, Pop? Explain that then. Talk to us, brother. Come on. Talk to us. What? Is this like Lesier's therapy sessions? Come on. Well, absolutely. But my advice on that scenario would be you have to accept when you are going to have a conversation that the outcome you have to predict based on not only your knowledge of someone but also your relationship with someone. So like, could I turn around to someone I don't have a fantastic relationship with and start saying like, I need you to meet my needs? And, you know, I've got a great relationship with you, I need you to meet my needs. Okay, that makes sense. But for someone that you don't have a great relationship with, they're just going to tell you, they are going to tell you you're shit out of luck. So, you know, it's about fostering. What I'm talking about is like, it's like about fostering relationships with people so that you then have the safety of the space to say, this is what I need. Jeez. And it's got nothing to do with you not having a degree. Trust me. Let's go secret technique here. What do we want? Probably just another glacier at this point. We just want to set. Do we is the question. Oh, we can't play it because there is no draw pile. Anyway, that's fine. Let's go with a defend, play one attack. And then just, I think we just bully our way through that, don't we? Just. Wow. In that case, you just got yourself one of those people to deal with. Can we defend through this? I think we should be able to defend. I don't want to play the Glacier because I want the Frost. I want the Dark Orb sat at the back as long as possible right now. So let's just defend. We're going to get a fair bit of block from that 16. We full block out of his changing hit. Well, yes, but that in a way, like, do you have a problem with that? Like, do you have issues with your job? Let's defend this and dual cast. We'll tank most of this. In fact, all of it. Keep forgetting about the gold-plated cables doing their thing. And then we need to get through this. But we can just do a little tickling. Not a problem. Show our strength. Look at that. 21 block. Eh? Destroy, destroy, destroy. 36 damage coming in. Draw pile is empty again. Secret technique coming in there, but luckily Cool-Headed will let us play it. Let's secret technique for... Would it be dual cast? It would. And then we can cold snap. Deal with that. We'll take the hit. Get as many hits in as we can here. He applies a load of debuffs. We can close him up now. I'm trying to use that doom and gloom. I'm trying to... We can hit him here and this will just send him into his other form. I could hit for 120 now. But it's coming. That will do. $15, not a problem. We don't even hit, we just take that. We get hit for 4. Well, state your worth, Pop. Tell him. I want to have a conversation with my position within the company. I'm the only one here with the CDL. I feel like I've been working here long enough and you've not tried to foster a relationship. And I'm looking for progression in my career. And if you're not willing to give it to me, I'm willing to take my services elsewhere. But I would like to stay here. So I want to open the conversation with you first. Man to man, person to person, one to one. You know, I would rather work for you than someone else, but not under these current conditions. Are you willing to have a conversation with me about what I need to stay here? And it might mean you have to give me some things you're not comfortable with. But I guarantee, you know, you've got to understand what your relationship is with that person and who they are as a person to expect something like that to go well. But that's human beings, brother. Do you know what I mean? That's what life's about, is working out people. You know, like, it's horses for courses. Everyone's different. Everyone's moving at their own rhythms. You got to try how do you find your way to, like, work with everyone's rhythm as much as possible, but still being your own thing. Like, cards here. I want powers. Fishing is good. I feel remove all of our orbs and then gain a load of energy and draw. That's never not going to be a bad thing. Here, what do we go for? We could double the effectiveness of our potions. We've got 2 good potions. We cruise into Act 2, by the way, as is expected of an A20 player at this point. I'm looking at the Sacred Bark because we have 2 potions as it is. Sozu, you can no longer gain potions. Are these potions good enough to be no longer willing to gain any other potion? But I do get an energy. What do we want with that energy? I mean, at times, Glacier Doom and Gloom we've wanted to do. But something like Sacred Bark, I think could be game changing. If we get something like a Focus Potion. Already looking at skipping left here, up and to the right. And then elites, we could take Campfire and then an elite, see how we get on. Only other elite from there is the Flaming one. No, there's a late shop. We'll have money by then. Let's go. Into Act 2, the Cultist. Good job we got some latent block. Average first turn, we do play a lot of skills, so we need to consider how best to kill this. We still don't have any... Ooh. Still don't have any powers to trigger our gold pellets, which would help us get rid of the hex that we've got. 24 damage coming. Here we go. Already looking dreadful. Willing to take my colourless potion here because it's so random. There's dramatic entrance. I think we can call that the pop card from now on. It's apotheosis, obviously. It's 2 apotheosises? That's horrendous. Well, everything can be upgraded twice or not. So it's going to be Zap, Doom and Gloom, Defend. The dramatic entrance. It makes so much sense. That's how you came into chat today. You know? Sunder, yes. Fission. Get the kill. Get out of here. Loop Plus. It's a power and it's upgraded. Get in here. And it works perfectly with gold-plated cables. Remove all strikes, receive 5 bites, lose 20 max HP. So I would lose 4 strikes, gain 5 bites, and get bites, and lose the 20 max HP. I'd go down 1 HP from where I currently am. Is this a bite build? Is this a bite build? Very interesting. Navigating an unlit street, you come across several hooded figures in the midst of some dark ritual. As you approach, they turn to you in an eerie unison. The tallest among them bears fanged teeth and extends a long pale hand towards you. Join us, Broken One, and feel the warmth of the Spire. Wow. Feel... Because that means I've got a way to heal myself, but then I'm playing it from a low place. I don't like the idea of it. No. Sorry. Sorry. Obtain a relic, I become cursed. And I get the unplayable innate writhe. No. Not doing it. Not taking the curse. 100% chance to get a relic, but no. Let us cool-headed. Secret technique. Yes. Big block. Meet big block. Here we go. You hit for 21, I'll block for 19. And we can go all day, Captain America style. Loop does another one for me. Yes. Get rid of my frailty like an absolute G. Loop now kicks in. And we just build up a Dark Orb now, knowing that I think we can just play defense and get through this. Obviously, he's now made us frail. This will also work. Not bad. We get hit for 1 here. Happy to take these small hits from Act 2. Act 2 is absolutely savage when you come into it. Do we start moving this orb around? I think so. We evoke for another one. Now that can sit there. And in fact, if we get anything that kind of, not evoking it, but, oh. Yeah, we got it. Misplayed like a fool. However, let's see if we can get out of this. I thought I had that upgraded. Misplay like a fool. Right. This is just a damage 7. There we go. Misplayed like a fool, but worked out in the end. White noise, extra powers, yes please. Desperate for more powers. We skip up and we say, that fight was okay. But this event could be better. A merchant. Come on then. Come on. Ridiculous. Toy Ornithopter. Whenever I use a potion, gain 5 HP. Oof. Could be good, but I like the look of that capacitor. For sure. And a remove. Let's go for a strike. Yes. And there we go. Up here, let's upgrade something. What do we want upgraded? Fission, I think, is the one. Evoke the orbs rather than just remove them. That will make us go pretty insane. And let's go for an elite. Okay. Let's see how we draw here. I think let's go with gain 4 orbs. That's pretty sweet. It's a shame we can't play them together. We can if we evoke. I'm willing to do that. And we get our defenses up early on this. And we want to cook up a dark orb. We ideally want to get some more orbs in the way. White noise here. This could be buffer. It's loop, which does work for us. Let's take loop. Let's take the hit there. It's a shame. Poor round. But we're doing a bit of setup here. Once we get loop plus down. Oh! Once we get loop plus down, I said, and then I die. Savaged by the gremlin leader. No big upfront damage apart from Sunder was our issue in that fight, not getting Sunder down. Did we have a chance to play Sunder to delete one of the little enemies? I don't think so. Savage. Well, I feel like that was about to get going. And I'm willing to run that one back. I am keeping my eye on Discord for the Terra Blur team sheet for tonight's game to come out. We do have some 11s later. Let's get back in with the defect. Just felt like it was about to get going. I didn't feel quite satisfied with that defect run. Something didn't feel quite right. But I like to play aggressive on the second runs just to keep me being quick. Obtain a curse for a load of HP. What about, can we snipe one of the elites with the blessing? No, definitely not. No. That's a shame. Lose the starting relic. Need... Well, or I'll just start bumping the cost up. Like, to highlight a message will become 10k. We'll just we'll just drop inflation. There's your inflation. That solves it, doesn't it? That way it's like, Christ. You know, like, do a voice. Like, read my message out in a voice, and then it's the message. We make that like 1 million. And we sell channel points on the side. That's what I say we do. Yeah. Sounds good to me. Sounds A-okay to me. That's enemies in your next 3 fights, and we're just going to get into the thick of it. We're going to get... Can we dance up anywhere? No, we can get to the Burning Elite with, like, no damage. Shall we do that? Yeah. Come on, then. See how we do. Goodbye. Essence of Darkness, channel, orb slots, brilliant. Boot sequence. Rare card. Immediate block, turn 1. Transformer card. Yeah, get rid of a strike. Doom and Gloom. Oh! Good start. Another fight. Not what we're expecting. Take a potion and then... Ooh. Charge battery. A little bit of extra block. Speaking of thick of it, have you managed to get your eyes on any of it yet? Fusion. 2 cost or beam cell. Extra energy. What do we want that energy for? Or a little bit of damage. Come on. Do like vulnerability. It does enable you to do big damage up front at times. And at times that's necessary. Boot sequence does its job. As does this. Beam cell strike kills one. Kills the one that's gonna buff, so perfect. Yeah, to be honest, like, there's not much I watch these days, like, alone. Like, if I'm watching something, like a commitment, do you know what I mean, to a show, it's usually with the wife. And currently that slot is being taken up by, like, reality TV. Much to my... I won't say mispleasure, because I do low key enjoy it. Taking a go for the eyes just feels like last run. But all of these cards are in last run. Go for the eyes or cold snap. Go for the eyes. Get vulnerability, mate. Just get the options. Get the options to be able to do it. Come on, then. Yes. Yes. Not a problem. I've seen I think I saw the trailer for The Long Walk the other day. That did pique my interest as well. Last movie I saw was One Battle After Another. Did enjoy that. I think I mentioned that here. Let's get the vulnerability down because it will be negated. Dual cast hits one we don't want it to hit. Yeah, that was the Leo one. I did enjoy it. I really enjoyed it. Can we kill this front one at the moment? I think the answer is no. We can block through. Now we're looking like we'd rather not kill the front one with it. Yeah, it's a really it's like such a small story that it's unfair to like tell any of it. I'm gonna take this skill potion in the hope. Shuffle all your cards into your draw pile. That's not what we're after here, but it's the only thing that lets me draw 4 cards. Better. Not really, but fine. I wanted to avoid dual casting this now, because it will kill the front one and then partially, but it would have eliminated another one. There, see? And it's such a shame. Doom and Gloom comes nearly to our saviour in wiping out that front one. Beam Cell does the job. Strike, zap, take 10 more to the face. This defect one is going to run out of steam very, very quickly. Praying for dual cast at any point. We've got to redraw it. That, or we actually kill him with physical damage. Speak it into existence. Preserved Insect says, go and get more elite fights, Les. And while you're at it, do you want another fission? You had that card last game as well. Don't want it yet, but it's such a good card, we take it. We take an event. Lose gold. Lose gold. Don't want to lose life. Gotta do some fighting. Gotta do some fighting. Keep the fishing and just send up the lightning. Yeah, I haven't actually looked to see what's in the cinemas at the moment. I imagine it will be a load of like Halloween wannabe horror movies, I guess. Will be flooding the market right now. So I haven't looked on what's about to go see. I do enjoy going to the movies still. I think people should. It's one thing me and Mickey have spoken about. More people need to go to the movies to support filmmakers in general. We don't generate too many orbs at the same time. We've taken a load of... Oh, we've taken a mixed bag. We've taken a mixed bag. Well, that's the other thing. The last people that need you to go to the cinema is Disney. Leap or lightning generation. I want to get some orbs up. I do enjoy the orbs. It's obviously the defects things. The next 2 curses you obtain, you negate. Let's do that. Let's see if we can find a way to make use of that. And we shall rest. There's an argument then to say go take on that elite with your preserved insect. Let's transform a card, always. If we can. Steam barrier, more block. But we all do it. Like, annoyingly, they're the movies that you're thinking about. Do we play our channel 1 dark for each orb slot and then just savage him? No. But we all do it because it's the movie you want to go see. But yeah. Oh, I will do, mate. Look forward to seeing you and your friends jump in a bit as well then, in that case. Well, I'll probably still be streaming in a bit, so if you're, you know, I'll add you all at the end if you guys are in here. But yeah, thank you. Enjoy Slay the Spire. Welcome in, Ficky Fee. Let's defend. Do we want to defend this? It means he buffs up next turn. What are we drawing? Ball, lightning, and doom and gloom, hopefully. I can see that Pop is on a 10 stream streak. What a G. Now we've got a bit of a problem. We can actually defend a fair bit, but with me being vulnerable, him gaining strength becomes horrendous. So I'm going to Essence of Darkness. I don't even think this kills him. No. He survives by 1. We'll take a little bit of extra block. Awful. We get through. We had to use our potion. We get an awful treasure in return. A relic. Genetic algorithm. Get in here. Scaling card. Yeah, 1v1, but a good point. 1v1 him and Slay the Spire though. Go on. We take the heal. We go shopping. We don't have as much as we want. We paid off. We lost some in the goop. Ooh. Nothing's upgraded. That fishing, if it was upgraded, would have been nuts. To just copy it. Panacea. These two go great together. Well, just X cards, and if we can get Chemical X. But it's going to be Rip and Tear. Extra energy. Next combat. It's going to be Rip and Tear. And remove another strike. The deck is so small at this point. I'm going to upgrade the beam cell. I want vulnerability down. There we go. Build up that dark orb. Could have upgraded the fission. I don't see us getting that many going. Charge battery. Steam barrier. Yes. Survive this turn. Go down to 5 HP. Rip and Tear. Yes. Oh, he splits on 75. No. Nice. We'll actually just ride through that. At least one of them is like getting that split. At least was okay. Defending through this is not okay. It's our only option. And pray. Oh, we don't survive it anyway. GG's then to the defect. 2 attempts, and the best we could do was halfway through Act 2. Not what we want on day 21/1. Not what we want. Real shame there. Just going to check and see if team sheet's out for later. It's not. But that was a quick one today. As we said, we're going to do it once a day. Well, in this case twice. But you get what I'm saying. One character instead. I didn't move on. Just did a quick one. Until we beat this game. But we'll keep going. So thanks to everyone that tuned in. And catch me later this evening at roughly, it'll be about 8 PM my time. So what? 4.5 hours from now. And we can play some football. But yeah. Catch you on the next one. And remember, stay safe out there.